endurance athlete. The topic of today's video is, how important are my goals to me? I just got back from northern Minnesota, up on the Canadian border, International Falls, the coldest spot in the continental US, where I attempted the Arrowhead 135. And unfortunately, I did not complete it because I got some nice frostbite about a little over halfway into it, and I had to drop. But anyway, when I left, so I had to grab a flight out of there, and I didn't get home last night after it's like a 6 or 7 hour journey by the time you take a couple different flights and airports, and I didn't get home till 1:45 a.m. 1:45 a.m. I came in, I'm still not feeling that great about, I put a huge commitment into Arrowhead this year. I was out there for 7 weeks training, preparing, talking to, spending a lot of time talking to friends of mine who've completed it, just really putting a good game to plan together. And I ended up with frostbite and had to drop out. So I wasn't feeling, haven't been feeling that great about things, because of that. I was like, trying to regroup, get my crap together, get ready to roll. And I got home, 1:45, and I realized I hadn't done my evening goals. So I read my goals in the morning and I read my goals in the evening. Hadn't read them yet. Of course I hadn't, because I was on the road the whole way home. 1:45 a.m. I'm standing in front of the mirror in the bathroom, reading my goals in the mirror, looking in my eyes, telling me, I'm going to make these goals. I got these goals that are so important that I'm reading them into the mirror, 1:45 a.m. and I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. But I know you got to do it. Even if you don't have all your heart in it, even if you don't, you got to half-ass it, because you don't have the energy to full-ass it. But you got to get it in. You got to get in. What's funny is I start reading them, and I'm looking at them, and I'm looking in my eyes in the mirror, and then when you get to the bottom, you got some oomph by the bottom of by the time I get through all my goals and I'm reading them. So that's how important my goals are to me. They're that important. You got to have that. You got to have that roadmap or that GPS to where you're going. You got to read those goals and keep them up front. They got to be up front. You can't let them disappear. You can't let them disappear way back in your head. You got to keep them in the front by keep reading them and thinking about them and obsessing about them. I'm obsessed with this, all these snow events because they've been kicking my ass. So I keep reading about them and reading about them, and reading my goals and focusing that I'm looking in my eyes and that I'm making them and that I'm making them and I'm making them. Anyway. Have your goals be so important, and when you drag your ass in the door at 1:45 in the morning, you're reading your goals before you go to bed. I am a tiger. Anyway, if you're interested, you can contact me by emailing me at epicbillbradley@gmail.com. Thank you very much.